Hey, what is up guys, Tava here, and today I'm going to be showing you how I built this YouTube desk setup completely from scratch that can be done in pretty much any room super easily, affordably, and still looks professional. So let me show you how I did it. Okay, so desk setups are a great way to make YouTube videos because you can have your camera behind the desk and still have your workstation completely laid out how you want in front of the desk, so you can work when you want and also record videos at the same time. So it's just a really nice layout to have that adds the most productivity. And today I'm going to be showing you how you can do it in pretty much any room, like this bedroom I'm in right now, or you can do it in a little office or whatever small room and still make it look relatively professional and like there's a lot of space behind you, when in reality it's quite cramped. So the first most important thing when creating this setup is angle of the shot. So for this setup here, I put my camera in the far corner of the room on a tripod behind my desk here. So I just pulled my desk out a little bit and then put a tripod behind it with my camera, and then I pointed the camera at the furthest direction of the room that adds the most depth. So for me, it's looking directly this way. And if you look this way, there's a window behind here. So if you actually look through the shot, you can see that it's me, the back of the room, and then more depth throughout the back window there. So that just adds the most variety to the shot that makes it look like it's the biggest space, most professional setting very easily. Now, like I said, having a desk setup is great because for me, I have my computer, my other monitor right here on my desk. I can work, edit my videos, and then directly behind it, I can record videos here with my camera. I have my microphone attached behind my desk, so I can just pull it forward and back when I want to use it. And then I have the light permanently set on a light stand behind my desk, just sitting right here. So it's super easy to turn on and start recording a video. Now, I know I said this could be a pretty affordable setup, but some of the things I have aren't super affordable, but I'm going to explain ways that you can actually make it more affordable and use different items than I have directly. So you don't have to copy exactly what I do, but it makes a pretty good setup and you're able to vary it and still make it look professional no matter what you use. So after adding depth to the room like I described, basically putting the desk on the farthest corner away and shooting diagonally across the room to get more depth in the back that way, the next thing I did was end up lighting the shot. So what I have here is a big light panel over on this side, pretty much completely lighting me. And then on the other side, there's a window, but I actually closed the blinds to pretty much get rid of that light. Because there is an open window behind me with bright light coming through it, basically what I had to do is put the light panel here to 100% exposure, so it's really bright on my face, so I can lower the exposure on my camera to actually properly expose for the background there. So it adds a good dynamic range and makes it look like everything's actually in proper exposure. The next thing I did, which pretty much anyone can do, is I just have a bedside light here that I turn on, and it gives me a bit of a hair light as well as a side light, and it just helps to three-dimensionalize the shot. And then my final light source are just these string lights in the background that just add some aesthetic to the shot. Again, add more depth to it and just make it look better. So that's pretty much it for lighting. We just have one big light panel as my key light, pretty much a reflector on this side, a backlight right here, and then some more light coming through the window in the back. So it's really a simple setup like I described. You can replace the key light here with just like a can light with a bright light bulb or something like that. Super simple, you can just get creative and mess around with it, but it's really not an advanced setup lighting wise, and it still looks pretty good. And then coming back to the light panel I have here, it's just a Dasny light panel I did a review on a while ago, but it's a super nice light panel that allows you to adjust the white balance as well as the brightness. And it comes with a light stand, so I just have the light stand positioned behind my desk, just sitting there super easily, and it allows me to just keep it out of the way, but also turn it on and use it when I need it. The next most important thing for this setup is audio, and for me, I have a mic stand attached to the back of the desk with a microphone on it that connects via an XLR cable to an audio recorder. It's a really cheap audio recorder. It's called the Saramonic Smart Rig Plus. Really cheap, like $99, but again, I understand that not everyone has this equipment, so you can get creative with alternate versions for microphones, using your phone, using a smaller microphone, things like that, and it still is going to work pretty well. But for me, I like to have it as close as possible, so it's on a mic stand that I can just pull right from against the wall forward, and it's really close to my mouth and has pretty good audio. But again, this is still a pretty affordable setup because the Saramonic Smart Rig Plus only costs about $100 and is directly connected to my phone, which is actually recording the audio. So quite a simple setup and doesn't cost that much money if you're into actually getting the gear that you need to make it as professional as possible. But honestly, the biggest plus for me is having the microphone on a mic stand, so I can just push it forward and move it back depending on what I'm recording. So if I want it right here for a video segment, I can have it here, but if I want to bring it down low to record a tutorial or something, I have that opportunity, and it's super easy to get it out of the way. I just have to push it against the wall and it's completely out of my space if I'm editing or doing other work. And then finally, the most important part of this desk setup is probably the camera, which I have set on a tripod which again I put behind my desk, which is offset from the wall, so there's room behind it to leave the tripod and all that stuff, but then I can have my camera attached to it. Because the camera is on a tripod just an arm's length away, I can change all my settings super easily. I have the flip out LCD so I can see my scene and what I'm doing. If I'm showing something up, I can see that directly. I really like having the tripod behind my computer because if I want to take the camera off, it's super easy just to detach it, shoot something else, and then bring the camera back, place it on the tripod, and start recording within seconds. So it's just a very fluid system. I really like having the camera and tripod behind my desk and computer because again, it allows for a lot of flexibility. So if I want to record a video like right now, I can do that, but if I want to switch to doing a tutorial on my computer, I have my computer right in front of me to also have that option. And if I want to read notes off my computer or reference things for a video that I'm making, all that information is right in front of me and super easily accessible. So it's really just the best option for making YouTube videos. So since I've described how this entire space works now, I'm gonna put on a camera and show you step by step how quickly I can get this set up and looking good for an actual video shoot. Okay, so first things first, coming into this room, again, you can see it is not a big space. So the first thing I'm gonna do is open up this blind in the back here to give us some more perspective and depth outside of the window. Then what I'm gonna do is come over to this other blind here, close it so we don't have light rushing in this way so it doesn't retract from the key light over here. Then I'm gonna turn on my hair light, which again is just the bedside light right next to my bed, and then turn on the aesthetic lights, which are gonna be these string lights, to light up over here. So now that the lighting is all set, I'm gonna set up the actual recording station, which I'm gonna move the microphone over from behind the desk here to about here, turn on this preamp here, and then turn on my phone, which is gonna be my actual recorder, and I just use the Voice Memos app like that. And then I'm gonna turn on the key light here, which is one click. It has all my settings saved, and immediately just lights up the space like that. And then the last and final step is just to turn on my camera, which again is on this tripod, sitting behind my desk, which has been pulled out. And again, my computer is right in front of me, so I can reference things off of that. And then all I have to do is click record, adjust my angle on the camera, and within like a minute and a half, we're good to start recording and make a good looking professional setup YouTube video from a desk in a bedroom. Anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.